for some of you that are sitting out here today, just so you know, went to college. I majored in party. Didn't graduate. So my goal was to be that stay-at-home mom. So that I'll just kind of leave you with that, and you'll kind of understand as we go through our story where we were and what's kind of led us here.
All right, hey guys, my name is Brandon Cooper. About 5 years ago, I was introduced to this green drink by a guy named John Morris. My background is I'm a former minor league umpire. I'm a current college baseball umpire. So when this baseball coach, this assistant principal, he approached me about this green drink, this network marketing pyramid scheme, I said, hey, good luck, man. I'm not doing that. And so what happened was he was successful, okay? And so over a course of about a 2-year period, about 3 years ago, I said, you know what, John? I said, what do these products do? Because the reason that I called him, which doesn't really happen in this business, the reason I called him is because a couple things happened to me and to us. I've got 3 children, Isaac, Ian, and Elijah. My 10-year-old and my 7-year-old, they both have autism. So coming out of the minor leagues, I don't want to compare it to the military because it's really not the military, but it's a lifestyle that you're out on the road a lot, you're traveling and things like that. And just kind of getting back to real life, I couldn't find a job that paid any good money. The most I ever made in the job was $43 grand a year. And actually that was the first job that I got out of the minor leagues, and then actually my income, because I didn't like that job, tried to find something else, my income actually went down. And so I found myself in a spot. I found myself broke. Broke in the wallet, broken-hearted. Didn't know how I was going to provide for my family. You talk about feeling like a loser when you go to bed every night. The first thing you wake up in the morning, you feel like a loser. You know, your day sucks. And I said, you know what, John, what do these products do? And he said, you know what, Brandon? He goes, it's a green drink. He said, you can lose weight. If people that have aches and pains, you know, they might be able to come off some medication through proper nutrition. And, you know, some people you run into, they might want to make an extra stream of income. And I said, you know what? I know some people. I know some umpires. I knew some fat, old people that hurt. So that's what I did. And I said, me personally, I have a weight loss story of about, I'd say maybe 20, 25 pounds. But I knew some people. I knew some people like Scott, who was not that old. I knew some people that hurt, you know, hips hurt, knees hurt. I used to take, you know, 6 to 8 ibuprofen a day, especially in baseball season, maybe a little bit more, just to stand on the field, squat, bend, do the job. And so I knew people, and I knew people that trusted me, Chris, like you did. You know, you trusted Dee, and I knew people that lived a good life. You know, I was always honest with people. I was a friendly guy, and I said, hey, I got something. I said, let's see if I know a guy. The only thing I knew about, I knew a guy that was making money. And I said, you know, obviously if he's making some money, you know, I thought that he was an ordinary guy. John Morris is no ordinary guy. He's very intentional with his time. He's taught me everything about this business, and I give him all the accolades because I'm very thankful for what you've done, and I'm glad you stuck through it, John, because if you hadn't stuck, yeah, he's glad I called him back. So anyway, so I introduced it, and I got some people that liked the products, and we started having some success. And then I found my road guy, the guy that had a big-time success story. You just heard he lost 87 pounds. He's got thousands and thousands of pounds of weight loss. So just because I was broken-hearted, broke in the wallet, we helped a lot of people. All right, so this company, what it stands for is that it helped me win again. You know, so, it comes down to this, guys. It's the day that you decide to do this. I remember, John, when we met at Dairy Queen, you said, people that don't have a big why, they never do this in a big way. All right, and I had a big why. At the time, the why was, man, these bills need to be paid. But over the course of time, your why changes. I never really understood that till, you know, not really recently, but kind of recently. I always thought, you know, okay, my sons are going to need the support and everything, but really my why's changed to my middle son, Ian, who's pretty severely autistic. All right, so it's him, okay? It's that guy. My oldest guy, he's probably going to be able to, you know, to cope in the world. You know, my little guy, my 5-year-old, he's been diagnosed. He's just diagnosed crazy. But he keeps everything afloat in the house, but it's Ian. All right, it's Ian, you know, with all of his needs and things like that. So I decided that day that I was going to do this deal. And I said I was going to do it in a big way. And you said, we'll see, just like Chris told you. And so anyway, so I decided, and that's the thing, guys, because she wasn't even in this deal yet. But I decided that I was going to do it. So when I came into the kitchen, from meeting John, I had all these products in my hand, and she looks at me and she goes, you know what? I told you we're not doing that, you know, because she knew that 2 years ago I said no. I said no all along the way, but I'd already decided. So either with her or without her, I was going to do it. That's a big deal, you know. You got to decide you're going to do it. And so I said, you know what? You're going to try these products. I'm going to turn it over to her. I said, you're going to try them for 30 days. If you don't like them, I said, I'm not going to bother you again, but I'm going to do this business. And so anyway, I'm going to turn it over to my wife, Monica. She's the one who holds the. When I was out doing the deal, she was the one that was at home holding the house together. And without her, I wouldn't be where I was to get started in this thing. And she's had a big time success on the products and gotten pretty good at the business too.
So he was right. He came in and I said, we're not doing that.
Remember that. She said I was right.
Yeah, that's the only time in our marriage I will ever admit that he was right and I was wrong. So we brought the product in and he said, you know, look, we're in a really bad place. I think we should give it a look. He said, I don't know what these products are. And so I said, fine, I'll give you 30 days, and when they don't work, we're going to put them away, and I don't ever want to hear it again. And one of the reasons that I said no was, number one, I didn't know what I didn't know, but two, he's had a lot of great ideas in our marriage that haven't really panned out too well. And I saw this was just another great idea. So the first thing I did, I saw the weight management system. Because not only was I that mom that was taking kids to therapy and therapeutic preschool, I was overweight, I was tired, I was exhausted. I hated the reflection in the mirror, not just on the outward, but on the inward. And so I started on the weight management system. And for some of you that know me and may follow me on Facebook, I turned 40 last week. And for some of you, it's not a big deal. But when you look at that picture, when I looked at the picture of the girl at 30, it's not who you see today. That girl was overweight, she was depressed, she hated who she was because guess what? She didn't have belief. She didn't have belief in herself. So where he said he went to bed depressed every night, I woke up thinking my kids are going to say, this is it, this is my mom. So I started on the weight management, tried every diet known to man, and what did Pat say? This isn't a diet. Guys, this is a lifestyle. A lifestyle. So when I started feeling better. But I wasn't going to tell him. And 2 weeks in, he comes to me and he says, you know, you haven't been to McDonald's in 2 weeks. And for some of you that may be cringing, this was the girl that was going to McDonald's 3 to 4 times a week, getting that #1, and that's a Big Mac meal supersized with a large Coke. And it really made me stop in my tracks and think, you know what, I'm not going because I'm telling myself to. I don't want it. 4 weeks in, he said, you know what, I know you're losing weight because I can tell, so go on and admit it, these products are working. And I did. I said, you're right, they're working. But I still wasn't bought in. I wasn't bought in because I didn't understand what network marketing was. I didn't understand Zija. I didn't know the vision. I didn't know what this company was truly about. So, you know, I'm supporting him. I'm taking the product. I'm having great success. I have a great testimony. And that first convention, he says, you know, it would really mean a lot if you came out and supported me and we could go out there and really see what this company is all about. And guys, I'm telling you, for some of you sitting here today that may be just a guest, or maybe someone that's just getting started, or maybe you've been in this business for 7 years. I remember that first night like it was yesterday. I remember seeing people that were just ordinary people that were out doing something extraordinary. And that night, we went back to the room, we called corporate, because I said, we need to call them, we need to fix our account. He said, there's nothing wrong with our account, our auto ship's just